Right, let's get into this. I'm hoping that has not done what I wanted to do. Yeah, so it's updated and took the grass dryer off. Blast. It's fine. I have an idea to make that a separate mod. You know what? Let me do something. See if this actually works. So, I'm actually going to try and create something this morning. Because I messed up. Right, we want Farming Simulator mods. No, we don't. We want downloads. Farmlands. Productions. Placeable, sorry. We want grass dryer. So we're going to copy that. We're going to paste that. Boom. We then want to grab this. We want to go stores. Store grass dryer. Copy. Paste. And what we want to do is grab a mod disk. And all I want to do is this is where it gets a bit more complicated. No man's. Right, let me take that. Let me paste that. Right, so let's get rid of that. And then, right, so here you want to just put right, and then we're going to get rid of that. I did not want to do that. Crying out loud. That I've kind of messed up. No. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to throw this on. You can see what I'm doing. Right. Get rid of that. Grass dryer. Grass dryer. Right. Right, so we got to find an icon file name. We'll do that in a minute. Right, grass dryer. Dry grass to hay. Right, we'll leave that there at the moment. Store items, we just need 1. Brands, we're not worried about. the I10N will copy off the other thing. The item 3, we want to go on Calmsland, desktop, downloads, Calmsland, mod disk. There you go. So you put it on text name to there, copy, paste, save. And then you want, so we're gonna then get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, new folder, grass dryer. Copy. So mod description. Let's see if this works. .dds. And then the XML file. So it's going to be called grass dryer. Paste. And then we want mod disk of that. And then you want to go there, there. I've already got it. Right, I think that's everything. Save. Right, let's throw that into the test runner. So, interesting. So I've got one error. Okay, so right, test runner has found an issue on 15. So it's found an issue. I still don't know if this is gonna, I'm still trying to work out. Right. So it's still struggling on the thing. So let's for a minute get rid of that. So grass dryer. So I don't know what's going on at the moment. Line 14, column 2. Line 14. See if that helps. Okay, let's see what that does. Nope. Line 15. Okay. I don't know how to do that at the minute. So give me 2 seconds. So why is that not working? Let me, because as I said, I'm still running and learning. Right, let me pull up something I know works. This. So I should have that by it. Right. Let's now see if that does anything. And that's what the thing is, just finding out and clearing your errors. No, still got it. Okay, so it's still an issue. Right. Let's try something. I want. Idea. We're just gonna cap. So it's that there. Get rid of that. I know what it may be. I know what it may be. Yeah. There you go. Right. There you go. So let's see if that now works. No. So line 42. It's the end of item 3. So what should be the end of item 3? That. Save. Boom, boom. Because the thing is, I can change the grass dryer to anything I want. Once the base is done, then that's kind of the important. Good. So at the moment it's got an unused file on that. And it's got... Right. So now... Because once this is done... So now... I'm not worried about the icon. I'm not worried about that at all at the moment. One job at a time. Right, we now need to go... into there. It should just be that. There you go. Done. Save. Just got one error in the title to do, and then there you go. Done. Right. Are you kidding me? Grass dryer. Done. Right. What we do is cut that. Drop it in to mods. No Man's Land. Paste. Let's see if this runs in game. And then we need to find a give myself lost music, sorry, hold on. Right. It's there. Right, okay, now we've got, that's the thing. Now you've got that, we've got a couple more errors to fix. So, let me just pull up. It shouldn't be that difficult to fix. My games, Farming Simulator. Log. Can't load resource, can't resource. Okay. So the mod name. So let's change the mod name. Give me 2 seconds. Howdy. I'm just in the process of well, I'll put my screen over. So I'm in the process of adding a grass dryer in as a mod. I've nicked it from another map. So it's personal use only. I'm having a couple of issues getting it in game right now. I saw you ended up in Virtual Farmer's stream last night. Right, is that now? Okay, I don't know if that's come in. Can't load resource. Okay, now it's... Okay, can't load the resource. Right. It should be running that. So why can't it load it is the question. Yeah, no, that's fine. I dropped out for a little bit yesterday. I got to about 9:30 and I sort of finished it off this morning. I'm loving the realism experiment. It's kind of my best, one of my most look forward to things of his. So I'm also trying to concentrate as well this morning. Right, let's see if we've got anything coming up here as errors. Right, let's work on... just trying something. Right, I've got a plan. Nope. I need to find it though. No Man's Land, grass dryer. Copy. Oh, copy. Paste. Rename icon. Mod description. Icon. .dds. Right. Yeah, I watched it in background noise and it's interesting. Yeah. So he's done it since I think the end of 17. So he's been doing it a long while. Okay, now I've got an issue. Okay, now I've got the issue. Okay. Right. That explains that. Yeah, I'll, sorry, you've just caught me at the wrong moment. I'm just trying to solve an issue. Well, not an issue. Right, I now need to go and probably chuck the item free. Let me try. So, what I'm basically doing is trying to... So I've nicked this from Calmsland, but I'm making it as a mod. But it's a private edit, so it won't be shared onto the mod hub. I then need to go... I got so much... I've got to really organise my stuff at some point. DD. Now, have I got where it is actually? No, I haven't. Data. Placeables. Lizard. Hayloft. It can't load. So let me try something before we do. that. Yes, it should find it. Yeah. Right, it can't load it. Interesting. Right, save. This is turning out to be a lot more complicated than I kind of was originally expecting. I accidentally updated the map and lost it this morning. Right, so that's still coming up as not valid at the minute. Which is hilarious. Okay. Oh, which is not good. Okay, at least that has worked. Right, that's better. Right, so the DDS has failed. Right. Okay, so I don't need all them images. So let's go back onto here. Let's get rid of that. Let's delete that. And then run it back through the tester. Yeah, so what I'm doing is probably going to go over the top of your head. Right. Icon needs changing. Icon. So let's change some bits on here. So let's go on Hayloft. Let's grab store Hayloft. So that's a store image, isn't it? So let's copy that. Chuck that into here. So get rid of that. And that's a store. It's the icon we want. Okay. Let's now see if that runs in game. Yeah, so the idea of the realism experiment, there is a whole PDF that he's done on it. Okay, so it's still not coming up in game. There's still an issue of it coming up in game. Which is great. So let me try and work out what the hell's going on. If I can't work this one out, I will basically give up and carry on gaming. We just randomly open up something like a mod disk. Interesting. Let me add that in. Let me get rid of that. Go save. Right, let me now try that. I've never had this issue before. I know I've got no screenshots. Right. No. Still got an issue with the mod. So it's there. But it's still coming up with an issue. Right. So we might not have that. Have we got that? We got name. Let's get rid of that. So we got name. Let me have a look at this. We got name, function. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. See if that does anything. Nope. Okay. Right, keep going. Grass dryer, dryer. Brush. Got brush on here? Yep. Right, let's try something again. So $sign What the heck's dollar sign on here? Dollar sign boom. And then let's then delete them two. See if that now runs.
A wise man once said, to forget how to dig the soil, tend the earth, is to forget ourselves. Well, maybe some have, but a few of us still know. You gotta be willing to put in the time, make the sacrifices, and the hard choices. The job's got its perks, don't get me wrong. The sweet smell of the morning dew, the way the warm sun and the cool breeze can dance across your skin. But don't think it's a game. The farm's got a way of sorting the wheat from the chaff. Just remember to keep your wits about you.
That's what was interesting. The sizes on. That's why you could have at least something on there. Like GPS, see size 0.15. Build at least 0.3. So yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the mod. So I'm not exactly sure. So mod disk, so everything's come up correct. So mod disk is fine. Grass dryer. So yeah, I'm going to leave that for a minute. I can always throw it back into No Man's. It ain't difficult, but I'm going to leave that for a bit. So let's get on some farming. We can always deal with that as and when. It's not about not waste an hour. I might be able to come up with something. Because it's there. It's just not coming up here. So Right. I'm not too worried about putting headlands on this today. What I'm worried about is getting a perfect line up that edge, which I have got. I've nailed that bang on. We missed a bit, dropping in 180. Yeah, so it's fine. We'll keep it 180 because that's running straight. And we'll just pick up what we've missed on the edge later. I may put a headland in up here in a minute. Okay, I think we'll get about... I've got an idea. Right, am I... Yeah, I'm not getting... My line at the moment is just completely and utterly out. That's why I've just reset myself. Right, let's try and actually nail this. Plex, are you still in? Or you gone lurking? Yeah. At least that's bringing a dead straight line across now. That's better. As long as we follow that line down, we should be okay. I got on my calculator. I was like, that's not right. The way she was leaning, I'm like, that's not right. So after this, we'll pick the lettuce up and then we'll see how the day's going. With that grass dryer, I do have an idea. And a plan. Might do it at the end of the session. I can put it back in. It ain't difficult to shove it back in. I'm hoping that gap there is 4.5 meters is what I'm hoping. Yeah. It's bringing about 6 grand, this will. It's not much, but at least it's something. So technically all we need is three fields of canola. To kind of get similar. There you go. So technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the 7th run in. And then I am going to put one headland in the top on this run to make it a bit easier. So I reckon should be able to get quite a bit off this. I'll have a look at how that fertiliser map's looking. It says we've missed a strip there. Which may be true, we'll have a look at it in a minute. A fertiliser map, it should be 50-50, yeah. And that's what I said, it's only a temporary thing. I don't see anything I've left. Do you? I don't. So this is saying it's been fertilised roughly. We've got 40%. Got to these trees out of the bottom here. Now running at 180. Yeah, it's a little bit off. Yeah, so what we'll do is after this, we'll go empty this into the pit. So that'll be 90% full. I don't think we've got one more run. I might have one more run in the tank. We'll see how it goes. Nah, I'm not. We'll go run it in field state. Come on, you can get across that. Yep. So yeah, we've got 2 forts. We've got 1, 2. We've got an extra 4,000 litres chuck on. So we're getting quite a lot of lettuce, which is I'm kind of glad about. Said I want if I can get 30,000 litres of lettuce in Jan, that'd be my target. Eggs I'm not worried about. We've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably 10 grand sat there. So yeah, we'll be okay this year. But that's kind of the thing. The grass dryer will need to come. So I might end up... I've got a couple of different ideas. The grass dryers. And I might have a look at that after we finish this field off. I might actually have a look at something in a minute. I've got a plan. So what I want to do is pause this. I want to have a look at something. Right, so let's go. Delete mods. No man's variant. I know which pack I want. D. Can't find what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna add it into something. I'm gonna try plan B. That's what I wanted. Copy that. Right, so we've got nothing on here. We're gonna paste that. Right, and I'm just gonna throw this. So yeah, we're gonna finish this field off. Give me 2 seconds, I've got an idea. So we wanna go on here. Problem is none of this is in English, so it's flipping hard to read. Interesting. So we want store textures. I'll worry about it a bit. Is that the one we want? How much is it? 25, yeah. So we want to grab that lot. Copy. Oh, hang on, it's just that we want copied out. Copy. So it's that we want out. So Could take a minute. So while that's doing that, let's unload that. Right, there you go. Well, I've just pressed the wrong button again, but don't worry about it. Because what I'm going to try and do... So let's get this grass, let's get this finished. Oh, I thought I was tipping. Yeah, we're still going. Yeah, that was my mistake. How many acres are we on? This little section, yeah. So before we go to August, I want to see if the dryer actually works. It's kind of what I want to see. So I've included it. It just depends if it works. So if it does, then I'll delete the original. Or I'll keep the original. We'll have... It'd be one of those things. The problem with it being in Germany, it's difficult to read. But how are we doing with actuals, the side with stuff? So I know, so they've got enough water. They've got enough. They've got enough. So we need to put 1,000. Do we need 1,000? Right. So bad. We've pulled out an extra 800 litres out of that bad boy. So that's good. Right, let's go and see if this grass dryer works. Because I've kind of got a plan. And the grass dryer is going up the end. It'll be going up there. Or somewhere. It'll be going somewhere. I don't know where yet. extra 800 litres. So technically, how big was that filled? 0.6. So yeah. It's not the biggest in the world, and it's not the smallest in the world. Right, that's not quite big. Now it's going in. It might be going in the back of the trailer. It's the only issue if it is, but we'll just tip it straight out. There you go, now it's filling. About 3.2 hours, so we will need to get some fuel in this. But it's not an urgent thing at the minute. There you go. Put that in that quarter out of the way, that down, that off. Yep. I'm actually going to just do this by hand. Because it's 2 pallets, it's just going to be a lot easier. Move that way just so I can see the end of the trailer, but it might have gone a bit too far. Just shift it back. It isn't quite going on as well as I wanted it. I do. And this whole trailer shifting as well, so that these are the things. The whole thing does shift under load. It's kind of a little bit of annoyance. Right. Odds to gauge. But yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. £16,000. 17. We got 8. We got about 18 there at the minute. So it's about £1,000 per thing. So we've got about 18. We're only July. So July, August, September, October, November, December. Still got 5 probably. Yeah. Another 5 to go. So my target would be 30 grand off this. With the 4. We'll see how close we are to it. Go. There you go, that'll do. Just makes life a little bit easier. Right, let's save, log out, and then log back in and see what happens with that pack. Where are we into? It's not bad, 1:45. Okay. So let's quit. Look back in and see if that pack 3's turned up. There you go. It's on there. Question is, has it worked? Because all I basically do is go through and just cut half of the rubbish out. Right, so we want to go shop. Anything in? Because we haven't really looked. Nope. Grass dryer. There you go. £25,000 for the grass dryer, so it has worked. So you put grass in, it comes out as hay. So that's what it looks like. So you load it in there, and then it stores it, and then it tips out the other side. So you have got a few different things. You could have gone with that. Fermenting silo looks like that, but yeah, that is the same as the food mixer, which is fine. So it works. So now we know it works. Let's go quick game. Let's uninstall the original pack. Keep it unzipped. It's fine. So what I want to then do is go on No Man's on here. Go dryer mod disk, just in case something goes wrong. Copy. And then XMLs, paste, and then back into the game. Now we've got to try and work out which one we don't need. Should be that difficult. Installed. See, that's got the update on it. It's the other one. There's the first one. Okay. DDD. Start there. Delete.
A wise man once said, to forget how to dig the soil.
Yeah, so the grass dryers actually become part of the pack. So you input that, that, and that. So that's the. So you have a bunker. So you have a bunker, and then you have the fermenter. So bunker, fermenter, liquid manure store, digestate store, generator, methane tank, sawmill, line production. So yeah, I've got a few plans on this farm. Right, is there anything we need to do? Just check the animals before we go to August. They're fine, so we can go one day. I am willing to grab loans for a couple of equipment if we need them. With the used sales, I've changed my mind with loaning slightly. So, yeah. Right, August. Anything in the used is the first place I'll check. Like, nothing. Be nice at some point. Like, I plan to make this huge. Like, compared to where we are now. Yeah. Right, so, do a check. So, I'll need some water soon. They've reached full maturity, which is good. So, let's jump in here. We got one pallet each. We're just going to handball this. Well, it shifted. I was like, that's weird. Still 15,000 litres of water in there. So we're just going to do this by hand, just because it's easier. But £2,000 down, which is kind of expected. Kind of what we're doing. That's an extra 1,000 litres already. I said, I don't know how much this lettuce is going to bring in. It's got to be worth... Well, put it this way. If it's not worth it, I'm going to delete and then do canola. Because it'll be... We need money. So, it just depends after this in-game year how much we get. Because at the moment, I said we got, what, one... Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it 9? 1, 2, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18, 19, 20, 21. We might actually do it. So already in here at the moment, yeah, so next game day we'll probably get 2. So it looks like you do every other day you get, what the heck? That was random. I want to get the telly truck instead of that. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. The plan is for me to top this water up once a year. And that's why we don't really need anything bigger at the minute with the water trailer. We need to fill up the sheep's water today. Anything we urgently need to do. Come on, up we go. There you go. I also want to try and do some landscaping around it if I can. Made the place look a little bit tidier. Right, that's done. Jump in there. So now we should start producing pallet a day. So 8 August, September, October, 3 months. So we should be getting 3 more pallets after today. So it won't be a full trailer load, but work out what we're getting. So we got, was it 1? So by tonight we'll have 2 more. So probably 3. So we'll end up 1, 2. What was that? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give it a colour house, probably hit 10. So what's that? 10, 14,000 litres. 14,000 litres. Because what we got? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 14,000. So 1,400 by another 3 pallets. So 8, just say we've got 18. and it's 1.4 at the best. Yeah, 25. So if we can get, we might end up, if we can make 50 grand out of just something this year. When is the best time to sell wool? So next thing we need to keep an eye on. April. So wool is April. Need to remember that wool is April. And I've done this the wrong way around, but it doesn't really matter. We just recenter that on the trailer properly. I might actually drive a proper forklift to start with. Right. Now we will have the dryer. So that will save me having to, yeah, do much. I want to go down the road of silage. I don't know if we've got a thing to make silage. Yes. So fermenting silos, you put grass, hay, that and that. Food mix factory. Food mix. So that's a food mixer. So 15 grand. You input that and you get that out. I think it's production building. The factory, so we're going to have a look at that. It will cost money to do it. But yeah, it's bad. I ain't got a clue. So overall, it might not be worth doing. But yeah, how much grass do we, how much thing we do it? 4,000. So that's kind of the thing. Like, what do we actually need to produce? At least our weeder we can now do after we've planted. So what's today's planting window? So animals are fine. They just need some water soon. They're fine. Planting window is canola. So today's canola. So we have got to get the canola planted today. So set track. I'll do this a slightly different way to what I normally do. So we're going to drop that down. GPS on. Point A. Point B. Guidance. Now, before we do this, we are going to put headland mode on. Okay, I thought that has not done it. Okay, that's weird. Okay. It should already be on there and it's not. I took it off and now it's asking me to put it back on. You kidding me? Right. So what we got to do is do some calculations. So that's kind of annoying. So it's 2004 is where we need to be. So let's put 6,000 in, just for the hell of it. Right, and then we need to go minus 995, and then we need to go minus 2004. Ah, no, that's close enough. So headland mode should have already been on there, and I don't know why it wasn't. Right, so okay, so we need to create a track. Okay, so we need to sort some stuff out. So we'll get there in the end. Right. Right. Set up auto width. Headland mode stop at 10 meters. So we'll go 5 meters. So we'll see what happens. There you go. That's not quite worked out as well as I wanted it. So we've got to go Control Shift and X. Control Shift and X. Right, alert audible. That we want 20%. Front and back turn into steps. Front and back. Front, back, off, off. Right, stop GPS doing on. Headland mode, automatic. Yep. Let's go front. Speed control on. Okay, right. So we shouldn't be on headland mode, we should be off headland mode. That beeping you can hear is headland mode. I wanna... Right, we're not on that. Right. Shift, control and X. Right, let's see if that works. There you go. Now, will it automatically turn itself off is the question. No, it won't. Okay, that's interesting. So, yeah, I don't know how many headlands it's banging out, but it is banging out a headland. Which is good, because if this all works off one button, then yeah. See, it's stopping slightly different location. I like 5 mile an hour on the headland. Kind of makes sense. But that is dropping it a bit. That's like giving me 2 headlands, I think. So, yeah, it's not ideal. I like it. One button, it does everything. I actually like that. There you go. That audible warning is going to be really up. That's really going to get on my nerves. So, I know we need to do something. Audible warning off. So it knows we're on headland. So, hit that. So that's not quite nailed. And that's the thing, it's just working out how long it takes for it to drop. So yeah, got a little bit of play needed, but yeah. That's pretty awesome. It might be dropping it a bit too close. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. I might put this up to 8 in a minute and just see how that runs a bit better. So you want about there-ish. There you go. So it's slightly out there. So let's try it and up that a little bit more. It's 8 kilometers. Set up at the moment, stopping. Let's try 3.5. There you go. It's kind of a bit better. Yeah. They'll need to learn when the drop goes. It will take a while to get used to. Nearly. And that's the thing I'm just trying to nail. Obviously, to be honest with you, with the cruise control thing, it's, yeah, it's 50-50. This, I'm just going to go to the end. It will probably tell me otherwise, but yeah, I will fight it. Yeah, see, it fought it. Right, let's see. So I've asked it to do 5 meters. Let's see if it's given me... Yeah, and that's given me... Should only be 1 headland is what I'm asking. So let's try next time putting it to a meter. See what it actually gives me. So yeah, it's definitely over 5 meters. We got to work. So I'm going to try and put it to 1. And just see what happens. Because that's, yeah, a little bit too much for my liking. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I will put it to 1 and just see what it does. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying having headland mode. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it a lot. Needs a little bit of work. Do not get me wrong. See, that's where it should have been running to. Is where it stopped there. In complete honesty. Right, just tidy this up and then we'll catch that patch. So I think, yeah, definitely it needs an improvement because, yeah, it needs to be on like 1. I'm going to be completely honest with you. So yeah, that just looks, yeah. A little bit of extra work we didn't need to do, but yeah, it's fine. And we'll catch that last end in a minute. And then we'll try the top field. I'll do the big one now. I'm not going to put it on cruise control just yet. I want to see what happens with it. 1. That's better. That's more like it. I hate that it's not working off sim dashboard. I will try it in a minute. Give it some chords. So yeah, when we're on the long run, I know what button I want it on. There you go. Right, and then what we're going to do is stop that. I'm going to try and break the game. So, keypad controls, zoom down. Alright, so where we've got GPS, we're going to get rid of that for a moment. So, that's going to go, that's going to go, and then headland mode. Toggle between should be 2. And that's not doing nothing. Okay. Interesting. Now I've saved, it's not liking that. Right. Okay. Got it. Right, so. There you go. It's one but yeah. That's better. There you go, got it. You're thinking, what the hell was I trying to do there? I was opening up this field of fraction. I know it needs ploughing, but I'm not worried about that. It's literally opening it up by fraction. And the reason is, just so that should, in theory, be lined up every single time. There you go. So now should be, yeah, it just gives it a little bit, fraction bit more. And that's kind of what I'm doing, inching and inching. There you go. There you go, nailed it. That's all it is about, it's just nailing it. There you go, done. So actually, while I've decided to do the headland, we're not headland. I'm just going to drive off, just to make life a little bit easier. So we actually drive the headland itself, just to get it about accurate. Takes a little bit longer, but it adds a bit more realism. There you go, boom. See how that runs, but I reckon 0.8 is probably about the best. So what have I put my settings to? 3, wasn't it? Oh no, 1. It does make life a little bit easier with headland mode, because it means I don't have to think. Everything's all mated. Lining up's more important. So even though it drops cruise control to 8 miles an hour, which is great, I still will manually overtake. It just means I've just got one button to do everything with. about there. That's slightly out. But it's close enough. It's kind of difficult to know where the drop is. That kind of makes sense. I'm going to try and do this with the cruise control activated. Yeah, a bit easier. Let's go first person as well. This might be a little bit easier just to work out where you need to be. Be about there, drop about there. Yeah, that was slightly this side of that line. But hey, it's working well. So after this, it's seeding. The weeding's going to take seconds. Now we've got the big hoe. We're actually going to do it once we got first stage growth on it. Slightly out. So I'm trying to learn where to drop. And that's kind of, it's there or thereabouts. I think I might try and go earlier than late next time. So that was quite out this side, you see. So what I'm going to try and do is learn when to drop it. Drop it back there. So that wasn't too bad. Doing it in cab slightly easier. So that's the thing. So again, we're going to go back. Right, there you go, bang. So you heard that kick in. I'm going to turn around. We're going to try. Hopefully we've got the room to spin. Yep. Line ourselves back up. Might have got that slightly out. Barely, but it isn't actually that bad. But that's like, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of my fault. Let's try this again, shall we? So we want to be about there. What I'm looking for is where that rear end is. It's about there. Close enough. We're on the last run. Yeah, might have a little bit, but wow. That was easy. Yeah, might have a little bit to do on the way back. How close are we to the wall? Not that far. See, that's what we've added, that little bit there. So now what we've got to do, I've just noticed that bit's been missed as well. Yeah. Tag that in now. Try and run this headland as best we can. Got about there, I reckon. Got a little bit there to do, so we'll do that now. So I've forgotten to do that. Considering we spent the first little bit on it messing around, we haven't actually done too bad. Considering. Tried it. Tried actually swinging around the trees. Didn't quite work. But nearly nailed it. Slightly out, but yeah, I'm getting better. That's interesting. By not having GPS, by not having cruise control activated, yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, it's one of those things. So what you want to do is put it on about there. Yeah, it's a bit down. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'm just trying something. So this building for me is too small to have GPS cruise control running. It's too small. So I'm actually going to try something now to actually get this perfect. So we want that nailed about there. There you go. Boom. And that should know, and then that just gives you a clearer front to run with. That's what I was on about by the fronts. Yeah. So. over. There you go. So actually, let's try to do it in cab this time. As you know, only in cab down that bottom end. But yeah. There you go. So you know that one. I want to try something. That's why I've left this like this. Because I honestly want to try something. This is probably the most realistic thing I've done for a while. So we got left now to do is seeding, and then we're pretty much done till the next vert. So the weeding isn't going to take too long. We'll actually start the seeding now, This is nearly complete. I don't know if I've got enough here to make a run. I'm about to try. I'm hoping I've got this gap measured about right. There I have. We missed a bit there. Fine. Now we should have this second gap measured. It's kind of a weird way of doing headlands, but it works for me. Slightly over that way a little bit, so we need a kick in. There you go. Just rely, trust. Now we put 2 across the bottom here. And that's kind of how the headlands should work. Done. So we will be looking at expanding shed sizes, but at the moment, because that's what we need. One more. We need a shed to put the put the harvesters in. Cedar. So it's just canola this game day. Just get the canola. How much? Because we've done all of it. So how much have we actually done on 5 meters? So our fields, well, worked hectares only come 0.44. That's where we've done everything. Yeah, 24 minutes on cultivating time. So I think everything's cultivated. We'll have a look at the map. I think everything's cultivated. Yeah. Yeah. Thought I wasn't getting insane right. So. But the thing is, I want to get to a point where we're earning 500k a year off this farm. And then we can start actually upgrading stuff. Is that everything we've got for this year? We've got 1 bag of fert left. Okay. Right, so. Hit that. Hit that. Just because I don't like that. Yeah, we can actually run that like that till we get to the end. It's a 4 meter cedar, we've got quite a lot of running to do. With this, it's very, very hard to tell. Yeah. You can tell we got headlands going in. And they've basically matched. I wish it would reactivate GPS. Not GPS. But yeah, speed control. There you go. That's running at 0.5, so... whatever that means, I'm not exactly sure. See, because what it does for me personally is it just saves 2 steps. Saves me having to lower and turn the GPS on. The cruise control thing I'm happy to do manually. I'm brutally honest with you. So GPS would have been nice on that one. Let me just stop that a minute because I want to just do something. Yeah, I'm about to change something. That's my change direction. That's interesting. That is interesting. I want to try something. I actually want to try something. If it doesn't work, then yeah, it's fine. But we'll give this a go. No, okay. So it only works for one command. Right. That answers that question then. So gamepad. Boom. So sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Interesting. So yeah, that's not too bad for straightness. So that's straight away looking at about one run. And about one run. You've got that inner border to do. Yeah, so sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Now we'll see what it does here. I personally would leave that. Connect it. Which it's not doing, but I'm okay with that. So that just works better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right. So yeah, we've got to wash this tractor after this, I think. So how was maintenance? Because I've actually turned my maintenance down. So what's my maintenance settings? My maintenance on here 69%, 24 hours, which isn't bad. Because our maintenance settings are interval 100%, 150, 25 cost, 25. So I've dropped it, which seems to be working quite well. But damage bar selector, that's more like it. Right, so that's why, because I've also got damage bar, so yeah, we're halfway on that. Come on. Should switch accordingly, and it's not. Find a little bit of worry. It's not an over. Let's see if this works. Yes, because that one run kind of semi messed up. Might be a little bit patch there. Should be okay. I reckon one more run and then headlands. Yeah. I reckon that'd be the plan. One more run and then headlands. Thing is, with the canola field, it's going to be interesting to see how this headland goes. So I want lines on. I'm going to flip it. Just so I can see where my lines are. So, whereabouts am I? So... one bit, or two bits should I say. They're the two bits we're going to find in a minute. Right, we'll go to September and then that's the stream done. We'll go to September and then that's the stream done. Right, it was a bit missed, so we want to get rid of that. Right. A bit missed here, where I'm stood. So, let's try and work out whereabouts. Move this way a little bit. Somewhere in here, I think. Oh, still missed. Right, that's well, stream pretty much done. It's not bad. We've done 2 hours game time and an hour messing around. So we have got some pallets to shift. It's fine. We can leave that to next game day. There's probably be three lots on there. We'll have to shift. Eggs. Or should we just do it now quickly? Let's do it now quickly. We'll need this next game day, so let's just bung this in the shed like that. Jump in it. Bit of super... Wrong button. But I say a bit of super strength. Boom. There's the other pallet we were talking about. So we are now up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14,000. How much water we got in these? Still 15,000, which is good. One more pallet next game day. Kind of over the moon with how much produce we've got here though. Ridiculous, yeah. We won't know true market value till we actually sold everything, but yeah. The way it's going, but that's what I was aiming for. 30, 40, 50. I was aiming for, yeah, and then wool. Wool, I don't know at the moment. Right. So before we skip, let's just double check everything, and then we're going to skip to next game day, and that'll do it for this stream. But before we skip, we just got to do some checks. So first things first, always productions. Enough water, animals, enough water, enough feed. Next game day, we should be getting some production off them. They're fine. I'm not going to sell any. They're only 6 months old, so they're fine. They're full, so that's good. So, yeah, the target is £40,000. That's the target we're aiming at. Now, in this game day, we might have to weed that backfield. We want to weed this one and not forget it. See, medium hoe. Medium hoe? You know what I meant. Right. In here, we got 1 pallet. It's amazing. It's 11. 2 more. So we should have 13 by the time we finish. But how many pallets we got in here? 1. Yeah, let's just do these quickly. What's left? Yeah, so that's fine. Just do this quickly. That'll do it for the stream. And then we are up to... Yeah. So we'll get the button. So the plan is when we come back, we got to weed that field. Technically, we just weed the whole lot together, I think. That'd be easier. So we'll work out how many lettuce we got on here in a minute. Blimey, we're close to filling the trailer. I will go 1 more stack on here. But I'm over the moon. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 18. 3 9s. That's going to test my brain. 27. So next game, we'll work this out. So we'll crying out loud. Are you kidding me? So next game. So what we got to work out is next game day. We should be getting 4 more. So we'll have 27. Yeah. So we will reach our target of 30,000 with the lettuce, which is yeah, to be honest with you, outstanding. This is why I've done lettuce, because it's less pallets to worry about. Right, let's see if there's anything in the actual buildings menu. Right, that's done. The whole thing's technically shaking like a leaf. I think that is a bit too heavy to move now. Yeah, the last thing we want to do is now tip this over. It's got to a point where that's actually heavy enough that it's not moving. So it'd be fun trying to move this. I'll tell you that for nothing. But yeah, we're going to have fun getting this to the sell point. That's for sure. But the last thing we want to do is tip this. Right, I think that's done. Eggs are fine, so we'll jump in here. Yeah, reproduction 20%. So we will need to fill the water up at the end of this game day. They're fine. So their reproductions is 20%. Right, where are we for pricing? Wool's dropped. Milk. Eggs. Yeah, still saying November. Right. Last thing but not least. When we got the money, stuff like that. That's kind of the way I want to run with this. We will be, because the thing is, you can run huge fields on this map. You can get away with huge fields. See, we're only on plot, we're only 3 fields in. But if you look at this, you see. Like over the back here. I know how big some of these fields can get if you keep on the road line. Like when we had the farm down the back, I think we're running 13 and 14 and 15. Like, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So the next plot of land I want is 25. But I think it's upgrading the equipment first before we do anything else. Right, let's save and call this the stream. We've done really well. I'm really pleased. Thank you for watching. I'll see everyone again soon.